questions or you want to share something, your own understanding. I know, for example, Nagaraju ji is a very learned person.
I'm a learning person. I'm a student.
Every morning, evening, he does Sandhyavandanan twice, does a lot of study. So you can also share your opinions, Nagaraju.
Mahodaya, one thing I share is in the first sloka itself, I think the Rishi is giving us a message that even for you to know the God, you need to have that tapaha. You need to, only for those who do tapas, tapas is not like, doing penance or anything, but you need to have that inquisitiveness to know about God, learn about God. For those only he will be realized. So it's a message, it's a sadhakas, the first sloka itself telling a sadhaka, making him aware how you should be for you to really get into Ramayana. I mean, it gives the seriousness of the topic. It's a mantra shastra, it's a Veda shastra, it's not just a kavya. That's a kind of preparedness. That's my understanding of, when I contemplate on the first sloka itself.
Just to remind 1 more minute for you to start.
Okay. So that's a very good point, Nagaraju. I think, in fact, for all of us as sadhakas in various fields, for example, some of us are science works, some of us are, maybe followers of another spiritual organization or spiritual path. But for each one of us as a sadhaka, we should have the tapa, the tapana. We should always be hot, meaning never be cool, always be hot. Then only the zeal should be there. The zeal to do more, to learn more, to achieve more is the first primary quality, as mentioned in the very first quality, and as the quality of both the people. Tapasvadhyaya niratah Naradaha and Tapasvi Valmiki. Both are of the same fundamental quality, which is tapaha. And for all of us, also we should have built that tapana, which is basically against that so-called thing in Telugu we say, take it easy, or in India also, right? Take it easy. So if you think anytime take it easy, you do not have tapa. That's what it means. Tapaha is the opposite of take it easy. No, never take it easy. Always be serious and try to achieve it. But that doesn't mean that you are always serious like this. What we mean is keep that goal, mission should be constantly within us, is what we mean by tapa. Okay. We should start then, Sriranji. Who do we have to repeat this slokas today? Nagarajaji, will you repeat after me?
Sure, Mahodaya.
Okay, so Sriranji, mute everyone except Nagarajaji and me. Okay,
Yeah.
So we'll say the slokas. Vinayaka namastubhyam.
Vinayaka namastubhyam.
Satatam modaka priya.
Satatam modaka priya.
Nirvignam kuru me deva.
Nirvignam kuru me deva.
Sarvakaryeshu sarvada.
Sarvakaryeshu sarvada.
Saraswati namastubhyam.
Saraswati namastubhyam.
Varade kamarupini.
Varade kamarupini.
Vidyarambham karishyami.
Vidyarambham karishyami.
Siddhir bhavatu me sada.
Siddhir bhavatu me sada.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu.
Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha.
Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha.
Guru Sakshat Param Brahma.
Guru Sakshat Param Brahma.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Sri Rama Rama Rameti.
Shri Rama Rama Rameti.
Rame Rame Manorame.
Rame Rame Manorame.
Sahasranama Tattulyam.
Sahasranama Tattulyam.
रामनामवरानने
रामनामवरानने
आपदामपहर्तारम्
आपदामपहर्तारं
दातारं सर्वसम्पदाम्
दातारं सर्वसम्पदां
लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं
लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं
भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्
भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्
रामाय रामभद्राय
रामाय रामभद्राय
रामचन्द्राय वेधसे
रामचन्द्राय वेधसे
रघुनाथाय नाथाय
रघुनाथाय नाथाय
सीतायाः पतये नमः
सीतायाः पतये नमः
श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयम्
श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयम्
सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम्
सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम्
आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षम्
आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षम्
निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि
निशाचरविनाशकं नमामि
आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननम्
Bhugan,
आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननम्
do we have the shlokas on? Can you display them? I think it's difficult for people to follow them if they don't see the text. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry for that.
Yeah, the Anjaneya shlokas will, okay. Anjaneyam
आञ्जनेयम्
Atipatalananam
अतिपाटलाननम्
Kanchanadri
काञ्चनाद्रि
Kamaniya Vigraham
कमनीयविग्रहम्
Parijata
पारिजात
Tarumulavasinam
तरुमूलवासिनं
Bhavayami
भावयामि
Pavamananandanam
पवमाननन्दनं
Yatra Yatra
यत्र यत्र
Raghunatha Kirtanam
रघुनाथकीर्तनं
Tatra Tatra
तत्र तत्र
Krutamastakanjalim
कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं
Bashpavari
बाष्पवारि
परिपूर्णलोचनम्
परिपूर्णलोचनं
मारुतिं
मारुतिं
नमत राक्षसान्तकम्
नमत राक्षसान्तकम्
जय श्री राम. Welcome everybody. 28 people joined at so early in the morning. That means it shows very positive sign that all of us are very, very enthusiastic. We have the tapana in us to study Ramayana, to study Rama and emulate Rama. Most of the times we end up doing puja. In Sangha, we say, if you do puja, then what it means is, I keep you at an elevated stage, you are at a different level, I do some patra, pushpa, etc. And once I'm done with that puja, I forget you. Right? So we don't want us to do puja. In fact, Rama also never wanted us to do puja for him. But Rama wanted us to follow him, to emulate him. Today we should have, from here, let us say 29 Ramas. I see 29 participants now. 29 Ramas should be emulated in each one of us. And likewise, millions of Ramas across the world, if we can emulate, that is the puja we can offer. That is the outcome of our Swadhyaya of Ramayana that we are on the path of. So yesterday we said walk the walk. I said, so I said walk the walk. First walk is W-A-L-K, walk. The second walk is the Sanskrit word walk. Walk is your vakyam, your vachanam, the talk. Essentially, walk the talk is what I meant there. Walk is such an important thing. Vagdevata, we say. Vagdevata is Saraswati. Vagdevaha is Brahma. We have a God for the speech. The talk, the speech is so precious for us as Hindus, as Vedic Sanatana Dharma is, that we have even found a deity for walk. And that is in fact why, right from childhood, the first lesson that is taught is Varnamala. We are said, hey, if you study Varnamala every day correctly, if you are able to do the Ucharan correctly, then your first level to study, your first level to see Saraswati or the goddess of knowledge. The first step is that. Why? Because the Varnamala itself is designed such that you know where the sound is coming from. Each alphabet is coming from a different sound, and a combination of glands and organs of our digestive tract produces that specific sound, and they are organized by areas from where the sounds are coming. So Varnamala is where we started with. Now, just to elaborate how walk is so important for us, and as we said, Pran jaye par vachan na jaye is how we have taken the Hindi version of Rama's statements, of Rama's living. Walk is so important, vachan is so important. And so Rama is said, Smitapurva Bhashi, Mrudu Bhashi. He doesn't talk much, but when he talks the thing that nobody can deny, or that he himself will never deny. There is so much to talk. Very walk itself, I think, will take one session of one full 1 hour session. But I just want to conclude it with another example that will really instill in us how important walk is. To understand the significance given to walk in our culture, in our dharma, you should also understand the another concept called shapa. Most of the times we hear this shap diya, some muni gives a shap. And even a powerful Indra or a powerful king or a powerful yaksha also, he becomes a stone, or he becomes, whatever shap is given to him. What does that mean? If we take literally, it may seem like a fiction movie. But the point there is, the entire society, the entire civilization, and at that time when it was Aryavarta, the entire world believed and respected the speech. Why? Because it was walk the walk. Anybody who utters a word would utter that word by practice, by living the life. And so if somebody said a statement, if somebody gave an instruction, nobody can deny it. That was the significance of given to the speech, and especially the speech of practitioners of that civilization, of that dharma. So now having made that concept there, I'll give you substantiate with an example. I don't know how many of you have seen G.V. Iyer's Shankaracharya, Sanskrit movie, the first Sanskrit movie made in the early 80s. In the childhood of Shankaracharya in Kerala, there is one incident shown. Shankara is, playing with his friend a conceptual friend called Mrityu. So with him, he's playing in the fields. As he passes by, one incident happens there. There is one poor guy, maybe a laborer or poor person. He wanted to maybe steal one coconut from somebody a rich landlord's home. So he climbs that coconut tree to steal that coconut. That's all. He doesn't do any more thief, any more crime. The owner, the landlord, he comes, he takes his uttariya, his dress, he ties it around that tree, and he walks away. So the poor person, he climbed the tree almost to the top to take away the coconut. The landlord sees him. He comes, he takes his uttariya. Uttariya is that, the dress that you put on your shoulder, right? As you see in the olden days, the top dress. He takes that, he ties it around the trunk of the tree. He goes away. This is sometime, let's say in the morning, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or so in the morning. And Shankara sees, what is this? What happened? and that fellow is stuck there. The poor guy who is on the top of the tree, he's stuck there. Around 12:30, 1 o'clock, this landlord comes back with a plate of meal served in it. He removes his cloth. Then that poor guy, he climbs down. Now he gives him this plate and he says, eat, and he goes away. Then Shankara walks to that. So did you understand the scene now? Till this landlord came back and removed his cloth, that poor guy, he stuck himself there on the top of the tree. Why? Now, a Western colonial guy will say, oh, this is untouchability, blah, 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 blah. Right? They will make all these negative connotations, negative narrative about this scene. So to explain that, G.V. Iyer, he makes this additional scene. I do not know the original story, whether it happened like that or not, but in the movie, it's a very good concept he puts. So now Shankara, the child, he goes to that elderly person who is almost like a grandfather and asks him, why did you do this? Then he says, Sharirika dandanam tu kshanikam, manasika dandanam tu chiram. Yes. A physical punishment is momentary. Till that pain lasts, he remembers. After that, he forgets. But if you can touch the heart, that is chiram, he says, that is forever. Why? That is what, and so he says, Esha dharma shithilayate. This is our dharma, and this dharma is now on the fall. Then that instills in Shankara's mind, such a great dharma is it, and is it on the fall? I will take it up now. I will give that upsurge. And that's how Shankara then goes and fights with his mother to take up sannyasa and all, and gets into Gurukula and all of that. But having said that, what I'm trying to say is the respect given to the speech. So if you elaborate this example further, so when a rishi gives a shapa, or when a learned person gives a shapa, or when a great practicing woman gives a shapa, what is happening there? It is essentially the other person who is the recipient of shapa is essentially honoring the speech of the other person. The other person said, you become like a stone. And we will study that in Balakanda of Ahalya. In all other Ramayanas, we see that, oh, Ahalya became a stone. So in movie also they show her brain, suddenly she becomes a rock. It doesn't mean that she became a rock. No. What it means is, in fact, in Valmiki Ramayana, it clearly says, Vayu Bhaksha Nirahara. It says, remain by Vayu Bhaksha, by eating air, Nirahara, no food, and Taptanti, so constantly, keeping the zeal to correct yourself, to correct your mistake, etc., etc. That's all instruction Gautam says, and Gautama Rishi, and he goes away, walks away. So Ahalya, what did she do? Essentially, Shapa means she obeyed the instruction. She honored the statement, she honored the instruction of Gautama. Or, for example, when Durvasa, says Indra, hey Indra, you will lose your empire. What does that mean? Suddenly nothing happens. No, Indra is now honoring the statement of Durvasa that, oh my God, that means I have to now give up my position, give up my rule. I'm no more eligible. That is Shapa. If we understand Shapa from that point of view, we see a different perspective of the value given, how much we honored the statements of a rishi, of somebody who lives the life, of somebody who walks the walk, of somebody who walks the talk. I think with these, I presented the concept of what is walk, how it is a God-related thing, so much we respect it through Varnamala. I gave the example of Shapa, and then the concept of why Shapa, or how Shapa has been implemented. Now, once the society changed, once the society degraded to not respect people anymore, then Shapa value gone. Because before that, because there was respect, if I said something, the other person will now follow what I said. If I say, now you become a monkey, that means he is now remaining there, tied, he will not jump anywhere, he sits there. But now if he doesn't even respect me, he doesn't care. So the society degraded to a level where there is no respect anymore to great people. But now we will again build, if each one of us again can build the tapana in us and become good practitioners, then obviously people will start honoring our statements. And if we give a guidance, if we give a direction to our community around, to our friends around, they will start following us. And we have to build such a society. But let us say tomorrow or even now, coronavirus is going on. Seva International is asking for a sankalpa that each one of us will, join the service. But I too, me too, kind of a thing, right? But me too into service at the organizations level. All dharmic organizations, Seva and dharmic organizations, to come together to serve the current crisis of the foodless workers, daily hourly wage workers who need more services. So if I have to go, if you have to go, each one of us have to campaign now, let us say. How does that happen? If there is value for me, if I go and ask somebody to come forward and help me, the society should be such that when I request that, when I make a call for it, people should respect and come automatically and follow. We need such a society. We have to build a Sanghatita Samaja where somebody who is giving more of his for the society, if he makes a call, people should come. For example, our own Prime Minister, he said, evening 5 p.m., let's all clap. Entire nation did that. That is the power of his walk, right? Each one of us should build that power of walk. So, with the walk, with is nowhere. Such practitioners of walk, he is the Vara. Vara means best. Vagvidam Vara, the best of such people whose value, whose speech was given highest value by the world. Among such people, the best stalwart is Narada. Such Vagvidam Varam, Tapaswadhyaya Niratam, Munipungavam, yesterday we talked about it. In Bharatiya culture, Rishabha, again, if we say it in English as ox, it seems very, that's the problem of the language. If you say ox, it sounds like a normal animal. But for us, when we say Rishabha, Rishabha is the Taurus, right? Which is an analogy of a big achievement, a big stalwart. Bharat or Vak Rishabha. And in this case, with Muni Rishabha, Muni Pungava. Rishabha and Pungava. Puman Gava is Rishabha. Stri Gava is the Dhenu, the real cow, mother cow. So Muni Pungava, Muni Pungavam. So Muni Pungavam, Vagvidam Varam, Tapaswadhyaya Niratam, Naradam, unto him, Tapasvi Valmikihi Paripapracha, he inquired. That's where we started our Ramayana yesterday. I wanted to ask you, to the end of the day today, kindly let me know if this pace is it too slow for you? Hey, we don't want this much detail. Quickly jump into the story, or if you see value in learning the values of our dharma, just learning the story, as I said, you can learn from Amar Chitra Katha also. But the purpose of this is to see why Ramayana is so great, whereas Iliad, what was that name yesterday? Somebody reminded me. Iliad, whatever, that Greek mythology also, that story.
Odyssey.
Odyssey and Iliad. Why that did not remain that grand even today across the world is because Ramayana is not just a story. Ramayana is a portrayal of all the values, all the noble values, all the positive values, that not only values, instructions, directions given by the Vedic culture, of the Bharatiya culture, of the Hindu Dharma. And hence, Ramayana has remained for millions of years so far, and will also stay for millions of years as long as there is going to be life in this universe. That's the oath given. And also I tell you, as we read the slokas across, you'll often hear one of the padas will be Eshad Dharma Sanatanaha. Can we all say this? Eshaha Dharmaha Sanatanaha.
Sanatanaha.
Eshad Dharma Sanatanaha. This is what all rishis are, Vishwamitra, Vasishta, Jabali, several rishis, they keep telling Rama, they remind Rama. In fact, even Sumitra, Kausalya, Esha Dharma Sanatanaha. Do it because this is that eternal Dharma. So the entire Ramayana is about Dharma. Any other story, any other movie will be forgotten because it is an ordinary fiction made for money, made for entertainment. But Ramayana is not forgotten. And Ramayana, our all epics, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, etc., they are not forgotten because even though it may seem like another story, even though it also has all the emotions, all twists and turns like in any other fictional story, but because this is based on those values, because the very intention, the very purpose it was composed is to uphold the values that are mentioned in Vedas, that are mentioned in Upanishads, that not everyone has the time, energy, and capacity to study. So it was lucid, simplified, and portrayed as exemplified by Rama, Krishna, etc. Before I jump, any questions, any comments here? Okay, good. So we said Paripapracha, Valmiki inquired. What did he inquire? Are these slokas? So we will repeat these slokas. Nagarajaji, repeat after me.
Sure.
Konvasmin Sampratam Loke Gunavan
Kascha Viryavan
Dharmajnascha Kritagnyascha Satyavakyo Drudhavrataha Charitreణ cha Koyuktaha Sarvabhuteshu Kohitaha Vidvan kaha Samarthascha Kaschayika Priyadarshanaha Atmavanko Jitakrodho Dyutiman Konasuyakaha Kasya bibhyati Devascha Jataroshasya Samyuge. And then there is another sloka which concludes saying, I want to know this. They will, or let us say that sloka also. Etadicham Aham Shrotum Param Kautuhalam Hime. Mune, yeah, so we'll stop there. So, Maharshetvam Samarthosi Yatumevam
ज्ञातुमेवं
vidham naram.
vidham naram.
So that concludes the speech of Valmiki in these 4 set of slokas. For others 4, these 3 are where Valmiki is asking. So we said in the very first sloka, Valmiki asked Narada, what did he ask? He asked for these. He asked for Kaha nu asmin sampratam loke. He first states conditions of a person with these qualities. What is the condition? Don't tell me of a person who lived a million years ago, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. No. Sampratam means if you can sort of find a Sampratam, contemporary. Sampratam is contemporary. Now. Somebody who is living now, contemporary, Sampratam. Right? Asmin loke. Again, don't tell me somebody who is in Swarga, somebody who is in Bhuvarloka or Suvarloka, Maharloka. No. Asmin loke. Asmin is in this world. In this world. In this world, right now, contemporarily, Kaha. Kaha is who? Who is there in this world right now with the following qualities? And how many qualities? I should not have put it in the slide. I think all of you have read it on the slide. How many qualities is he asking for? 16 qualities. So let us see. Did we count them right? Each one of us repeat. Konasmin Sampratam loke. Gunavan.
Gunavan.
Viryavan.
Viryavan.
Dharmagnyah.
Dharmagnyah.
Kritagnyah.
Kritagnyah.
Satyavakyah.
Satyavakyah.
Dridhavratah.
Dridhavratah.
Charitrena cha yuktah.
Charitrena cha yuktah.
Sarvabhuteshu hitah.
Sarvabhuteshu hitah.
Vidvan.
Vidwan.
Samarthah.
Samardhah.
Ekapriyadarshanaha.
Ekapriyadarshanaha.
Atmavan.
Atmavan.
Jitakrodhah.
Jitakrodhah.
Jyutiman.
Jyutiman.
Anasuyakah.
Anasuyakah.
Kasya bibhyati devascha jataroshasya samyuge.
Kasya bibhyati devascha jataroshasya samyuge.
How many did we count? 16. These are the 16 qualities. And the reason I said we should memorize these shlokas, each one of us, especially who all are Kishores? I only see Sumir. Any other Kishores? Kishores are Yuva? Richa is there.
Midnight, Bogaji.
Richa is there.
For Kishores, it's a midnight.
It's midnight. No, but we still have we have Richa here, we have Sumir here, and unmute yourself, Deepti ji.
Is there? Yeah.
Tarun is there.
There is a Bala.
Tarun is there. Good. See, for all of us, meaning I'm also adding myself as Kishore with you all. So for all of us, we should memorize these 16 qualities. See, if somebody asks, what do you want to become? Who's a great guy? If I ask any Kishore now, what are the qualities of an ideal person that you want to know or you want to know? We will try to, let us try to enlist in English. Each one of you throw a word, a quality that you know. How many? Sumir, Richa, Tarun. Unmute yourself.
Truthful.
Okay, one.
Hardworking.
Huh? Hardworking.
Honest.
Capable.
Generous.
Generous.
Yes. Humble.
Humble.
Courageous from region.
Huh?
Courageous.
Courageous.
Determined.
Determined.
Willing to serve.
Willing to serve.
Noble character.
Huh?
Noble character.
Noble character. 10.
Strong.
Huh?
Non-jealous.
11.
Non-jealous, or what do you call people without jealous?
See, you need to find a word for without jealous.
Without jealous.
Language is lacks these words. Sanskrit is full of vocabulary. Who's saying that? Somebody something what?
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. Yes.
Valor.
Consistent.
Valor. One is valor.
Consistent.
Persistent. Huh? Persistent.
Yeah.
Self-respect.
Persistent. Okay. Self-respect. 14.
Empathetic.
Empathetical. Huh?
Empathetic. Yeah.
Empathetic. Okay, empathetic. Good. We could enumerate 15 qualities. But it took so many of us to say these 15 qualities. Each one of us should know these at least 15 qualities, right? And hence, Valmiki, for us to know what are the great qualities, he has asked Narada for these 15 qualities. So make homework today till next week is to memorize these shlokas, and each one of us should be able to list. If I ask what are the 16 qualities, we should be able to say Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmajnah, Kratagnyah, Satyavakyah, Dridhabratah, Charitrena Chayuktah, Sarvabhuteshu Hitah, Vidvan, Samarthah, Ekapriyadarshanaha, Atmavan, Jitakrodha, Jyutiman, Anasuyakah, Kasya Bibhyati Devascha, Jataroshasya Samyuge. The last one is a terrifying. It is terrific and terrible also quality, the 16th quality that Valmiki asked. So what I did is each of this quality is needs lot of understanding. So let us try to delve into as many as we can today, and we will continue the remaining in the next one. So we already discussed this. Kon asmin sampratam loke, asmin loke, in this world, sampratam, currently living, right? Who in this contemporary times and in this world with these qualities, Gunavan. Now I referred 3 bhashyas in Sanskritam. One called Govindaraj Bhashyam, one called Tilaka Bhashyam, one called Ramanarayanasya. So 3 bhashyas. There are a lot more bhashyas also, but these 3 are generally popular ones that I referred to, and I collected, because if I just say any explanation or any elaboration has to be substantiated by our texts. Otherwise, it will be my interpretation. Oh, it is Bhoga's interpretation. Come on, he's also just like me, and it doesn't carry the value. But if it is that is substantiated by what our rishis said, that is known by our pandits, our vidwans, and who have documented as commentary, bhashya, then it carries value. Hence, and I am also trying to quote for each guna values from those 3 bhashyas. So when we say gunavan, what do we mean? Guna is quality. Gunavan, van is somebody who has that, like Dhanavan, right? Lakshmivan. So also Gunavan, somebody who has those gunas. What are those gunas? Actually, in fact, that is what Valmiki has asked. Somebody who has these 16 qualities. And the very first thing he is saying is one who has the qualities. What does that mean? Though I am trying to list 16 or 15 more qualities after this Gunavan, Narada, what I mean is very first thing that I am asking for is somebody who has all possible qualities. I may not be able to enumerate all of them. I may not be able to ask you for all those qualities. But when I say Gunavan, Atishaya Saushilyaman is what it is saying here. Atishaya, we all know Atishaya is beyond excellence, highest. On another term, on another word, it is, Atishaya is exaggerated. But what we mean is exactly the negative tone, but the positive tone is highest number of, or the best, most, right? Superlative degree. Atisaya Saushilya. Sheela is again character. Sushila is good character. And Atisaya Saushilya. Atisaya Saushilya is the best of the good characters. Right? Somebody who has the best of the good characters is a Gunavan. Also, there is another interpretation given there. Sakala Kalyana Guna Sampannaha. When Valmiki says Gunavan, what he means is what as written by our Bhashyakaras. One is Atisaya Saushilyaman. The other one is Sakala Kalyana Guna Sampannaha. Kalyana, in some of our regional cultures, becomes marriage. Right? Kalyanam means. But in North, they say it right. Kalyanamastu means welfare. Or let good happen. Kalyanamastu. So Kalyanam is, how to find a good word for it? Can anyone come up with a word? Kalyanam?
Auspicious.
Welfare is one word.
Auspicious, sir.
Prosperity.
Prosperity, auspiciousness. Correct. All these positive things.
Mangalakaram.
Mangalakaram, yes. Mangalakaram. So, Shubham, correct. Shubham. So all of these qualities put together is Kalyanam. So, Kalyana Sampannaha. Sampat, when we say Sampat is wealth, right? Sampatti is wealth. Sampannaha is somebody who has that Sampat. So if I have the Sampat, then I am a Sampannaha. So, Kalyana Guna Sampannaha. One whose wealth is the qualities of the Kalyana. All those positive qualities, all those benevolent qualities, all those positive qualities, right? One whose wealth is this Kalyana Guna and Sakala Kalyana Guna. All of them. Sakala Kalyana Guna Sampannaha is a Gunavan. So that's the first quality that Valmiki is asking. Because that means in the very first, he's putting a disclosure and a disclaimer, right? They put a disclaimer in the very beginning, right? Saying, Narada Maharshi, even though I'm trying to ask you for a person currently living and in this world with bunch of qualities, well, I may not be able to enumerate all of them, and hence I'm disclaiming first itself that I want to know a person who's a Gunavan. That means Atishaya Saushilya and Sakala Kalyana Gunaha and anything, everything possible that even I or you may not know. All the best qualities possible is what is Gunavan. Then it is Viryavan. Purnasmin Sampratam Loke, Gunavan, Kascha Viryavan. Viryavan is the next quality he's asking. And what is Virya? Virya is that valor, right, of a Kshatriya, of a valor, which is not necessarily Kshatriya, but Virya is essentially the potential, right? Potence, as we say, right? To achieve. So, as explained in Sanskritam, it is Atishaya Parakramavan. Parakrama, we say, right? Akrama. Krama means Krama is what? A process or an order. Order is the word. So Krama is an order. Akrama is somebody who has taken the entire order. That means entire path he has taken up. Asamantat, we say. Anytime you see a prefix a before a word, which means full of. Asetu Himachala, when we say. That means from Setu to Himachala. Asetu Himachala. So Akrama means entire order that somebody takes over. He is the lead of the entire order. He is Akrama. When we say somebody, he did Akrama, मेरा आक्रम कर लिया, वो मेरा property का आक्रम कर लिया, which means he has taken over the complete property. So akrama and para akrama, which means you are able to, para is of others. Akrama, you are able to invade others. You are able to win and take over the entire thing of others. Now, some of the Kishores don't take it in the negative sense, right? What we are trying to say is somebody who has that capability. One of such qualities is shown in Bahubali, if you see. Bahubali or several other movies also, right? The noble hero, he can take the knife till the neck of the, of that goon or that villain or whoever, and then he stops there. He doesn't kill him. That means you are expressing your power that I can kill you, but I don't want to kill you now. I don't, because if I kill you, then I'm committing a sin or whatever, right? So that is Parakramavan. What we mean is not like a Ghazni or Gori who comes and loots India, who breaks all our temples. No, that is not Parakrama. That is terror. What we mean by Parakrama is the ability, the capacity, that strength, that ability, essentially. I'm lacking in English words. So to take the order, to put everything in order, to take the order, to take the control of that entire thing. That is Parakrama. And again, Atishaya Parakrama. There might be several such strong people. And here is one who's the best in it, who has the highest extent of such Parakrama. Atishaya Parakramavan is Viryavan. Right? So first quality was Gunavan, then Viryavan, then Dharmagyaha. Very, very important. Because that is what his entire Ramayana has been composed for. Right? There was Dasharatha before, but we do not know anybody written any big biographies of Dasharatha. There is Aja before him, there is Dilipa before him, but not so much of biographies written about them than so much about Rama. Why? Because Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. That is the significant quality. If we remember Rama, Dharma we remember. And Jna, when we put that suffix called Jna, Janati iti Jna. So one is knowledgeable about Dharma. And what is that? Atishaya Dharma Jnata, one who knows Dharma, again to the extent possible. And now comes a lot more details of what is that Dharma. Alaukika Shreyaha Sadhanam Tam Samanya Rupam Vishesha Rupascha Janati iti Dharmagyaha. So here our Bhashyakaras are qualified. The Dharma, when we say, what is Dharma? Where is it documented? How do I learn Dharma? Several such questions might come, right? Then you have to go to a guru and you have to study them and all of that. But what I'm trying to, the reason I brought this point from the Bhashya is, I don't know how many of you have heard from, or at least our adults, Balas might not have heard, Kishores might not have heard, but most of us adults would have heard from our parents or back in Bharat when we were living. Dharma is Sukshma, they say. Dharma is Sukshma. That means Sukshma is minute, but Sukshma also means subtle. Dharma is not concrete, meaning Dharma is not black and white. Dharma is subtle. Dharma is subjective. Dharma is relative. That's why we say Desha, Kala, Paristhiti, Anuguna Dharma. The Dharma is varying based on the role that you are playing, based on the place that you are in, based on the times that you are in, based on the situation that you are in. There is something called Apad Dharma. So in Apad Dharma, then in fact, Pranavittamana Bhangam, they say, when you have to protect yourself, when you are in, to protect yourself, to protect your mana, for women, for example, if they have to protect themselves from a rapist or whatever, or when somebody is about to kill you, etc. Right? In such rare situations, exceptions, you can even say asatya, it says. So that is called Apad Dharma. So Dharma is very, very, very subtle. And so there is something called Samanya Rupam, there is Vishesha Rupam. And that is why I brought to understand why Samanya and Vishesha, we have to understand that Dharma is Sukshma. It is very, very subtle. It is very subtle. And hence, even in courts, if you see, right, courts of justices, no two situations no two cases, situations and cases were given the same judgment by two different judges. Even though we have a constitution, whether it is America or India or whatever, right? In one case, somebody gives death. In another case, somebody gives a life sentence. Right? In some cases, they constitute another bench to rewrite, to extend or enact an amendment to that law. Why? Because dharma is always subtle and it requires knowledgeable people to interpret it and to make a decision for us. So there is something called samanya dharma, which is common no matter what, everybody has to follow, which is, for example, satyam vada, they say, right? So that is a samanya dharma. Don't hurt anyone, ahimsa, samanya dharma. Shaucha, samanya dharma. There are a lot of such samanya dharmas. Then there is vishesha rupa dharma, which is for that specific role that you are playing. For example, he is a Sainik, right? He is an army, what do you call it? Army, marine, whoever, right? Army soldier. Now, you cannot, for him, if you say ahimsa, then what? Ahimsa doesn't hold good for a soldier. But that same soldier, when he comes back home and his father now, or his husband now, ahimsa matters to him. Now it becomes a samanya dharma for him. Because he's just a husband there, or a son at his home, or a father to his children at home. But when he's on the battlefront, he's a soldier. Now ahimsa doesn't matter. Himsa is the dharma for him. He has to go and punish and kill the enemy there. So that is called vishesha rupa dharma. So when to apply which dharma, that viveka or that discrimination, that discerning faculty, intellectual faculty, mental faculty is very, very important for dharma. And so when we say dharmajnaha, when Valmiki is asking for somebody called dharmajnaha, it is not just somebody who has learnt the entire constitution by heart, who has learnt entire smritis and shruti by heart, but is not able to make the right judgment. Right? Even for example, myself, I have my weakness. If there are multiple options, I always get lost. Oh, which one to choose? Because there are always pros and cons between them. Right? So such a person who is able to make a decision based on the role that he's playing, which is vishesha rupa, or when he's with Sita and romancing in the woods. Wow, good title, Romancing in the Woods, is Ayodhya Kanda, Aranya Kanda, sorry. So whether Samanya Rupa or Vishesha Rupa Dharma, he's knowledgeable of both of them and can make the right decision. The reason I brought this Vishesha Rupa Dharma also is, today, most of these activists, feminists and all, they complain about Rama, estranging Sita or Vanavasa when he gives up Sita. They try to see everything as Samanya Dharma. As if whatever he does or she does is what they want to apply to even Sri Rama or to a prime minister or to a president of the nation. No. The president of the nation, a ruler like Rama, a Chakravarti like Rama, he has to apply Vishesha Dharma. His qualifiers, his factors, variables that he will have to take into consideration of making a decision is a lot different from an ordinary jobless or an ordinary, simple worker at home. There is no way to compare these two people. That is what I'm trying to say here by saying dharmajnaha. Somebody who knows samanya dharma, vishesha dharma, and is able to apply that. Then the word called kritagnaha. This is another quality of Rama. Oh my gosh. So there are so many examples given here by different bhashikaras. So, katanchit upakarena krutena. Okay, I'll just before I stop here. Any questions or any doubts about dharmajna? Because we have only 2 more minutes. Why jump into kritagna? Any questions or any comments? Your own, knowledge about dharmajna.
Mahodaya, when in Nagaraj, when in doubt, as you mentioned, sometimes when we are in a dilemma, what is dharma, what is adharma? Krishna says in Gita, tasmat shastram pramanante karya vyavastita. Right? So we always have to refer to Shastra, right? That tells us what dharma is. So
correct. Tasmat shastram pramanante. Hence, Shastras are your pramana. Pramana is reference or is your benchmark or a guide. Correct. Karya vicharana. When in dilemma whether to do or not. Karya akarya vicharana. When you are into the dilemma, what is that? You have to refer back to Shastra. And what is Shastra? Shastra also has several texts. Sometimes Shastra is what did our ancestors do? What did Rama do? What did Krishna do in that such a situation? Am I also at that level to be able to do that? Not that just because Rama did something and I am not even in that role or not even that capable, I cannot do that. That is dharma, correct? Dharmajna.
Actually, one more.
We always yeah. Somebody was saying.
One more thing is, like, I was debating with this secular guy about Ram doing this and that. The funny thing is, in same text, there's a Rama Vigrahan Dharma. It's said by Marichi or something, I think. So it is said by a person whose mother, actually Rama has killed his, Ataka has killed his mother and brother also. But still that guy is saying Rama Vigrahan Dharma. The same thing with Vali. Actually, he just before his dying, and Rama's arrow is piercing his heart, he says, "You are the greatest Dharma." So they themselves get certificate, but they don't refer the same text to credential Rama, but they'll pick and choose here and there. But most of us, since we don't read our own text, we generally give up.
Who is that? Kindly identify yourself. Parichay.
Satakarni from Atlanta.
Sathekara?
Satakarni.
Oh, Satakarni. Satakarni Bommaluriji. This is your parichay, so that we said first time you are talking, do a parichay so that everyone of us know.
Namaskar.
Who you are, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm Satakarni. I'm from Atlanta. And I'm from Ramagundam. Basically, I grew up in Ramagundam, from Telangana. Actually, back then it's Andhra Pradesh. And then basically work as software engineer.
Correct. Very correct. And that's what we said even first day also, right? Rama Vigrahan Dharma. Even opponents, enemies of Rama, finally they say, yes, Rama, you are the best. I know. Even when they are getting killed, like he said, Vali also. Vali, and when we study that, Kishkinda Kanda, there we will study, it's a very big chapter where Vali first asks Rama, so many, not ask, he he blames Rama. Rama, why did you, I heard so much about you. How did you do all this? You are not, this is not right of you doing this. Then Rama answers one full chapter of justification. Then the third chapter, Vali, surrenders and says before dying, yes, you are right, Rama. I'm wrong. Vali admits. So, yeah, that is the power, or that is the power of faith, practice of Rama in the principles of Dharma. Sriranji, you are the Kala, you are Kala. Kalo Duratakramaha is Bhagavan also, right? In Bhagavad Gita. Kala Duratakramaha, you cannot Atikrama. Akrama we said, Atikrama is beyond. You can never go beyond time. So yes, you are the time. And what to do, Sriranji? We stop here?
Yeah, before stopping, I think we just want to do just one parichay maybe. We have Chandrasekhar ji among us. So maybe Chandrasekhar ji, can you please unmute yourself and do a parichay for yourself?
Namaste, Shirangji and Bogaji. This is Chandrasekhar Ayalraju from Orlando, Florida. I am from Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh, from Bharat. Yeah, software engineer in FedEx.
And something about the Shakadaitva as well.
I am a Balakalya Swayam Sevak. I am currently having the Southeast Sambhag Sahakaryavaha Daitva. Regular in Shaka, go to Arjun Shaka is my Matra Shaka here in.
Right. I think we should do Parichaya of Chandrasekhar ji. So in HSS, we have several what is called a Sambhaga. Sambhaga is a zone, let us take. The Southeast zone, where we have the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama states. So this entire zone is called Southeast Sambhag. Of that zone, his responsibility is Karyavaha, which means he's the secretary. He holds the responsibility of secretary of the Southeast, which means all the activities of HSS.
Shekharji is the Karyavaha now, and I am the Sahakaryavaha.
Oh, Sahakaryavaha, okay, so he is the joint secretary. I'm sorry. Shekhar Joshi ji from North Carolina is the Karyavaha. Is this Sahakaryavaha? Yes.
And Dhanwad Chandrasekhar and Bhogaji. So I think we'll stop today here. I have been recording it, and I will send the recording link to Bhogaji and to all once we are able to get that recording. We will meet next Saturday again at 7:30. That is the current schedule. If we want to change that, Bhogaji, we can decide after a couple of classes and see if this works for everybody or not. But as of now, we'll have the next class on Saturday, 11th April, and at the same time, 7:30 Eastern time. So till then, please remember to complete your homework. I think Bhogaji, you might want to again tell them what the homework is, and then we can do the Shanti Mantra.
Yes. So the homework is the first five slokas. It starts with Tapaswadhyaya Niratam, and then Konvasmin Sampratam Loke, 3 slokas there, and the 5th sloka, which is Etadichhamyaham Shrotum. What I'll do is I'll paste those 5 slokas in our WhatsApp group also, so that you can, start memorizing it. Or but open any Ramayana text anywhere, go to Balakanda, first Sarga, first chapter, and memorize the first 5 slokas. Next week when we start, Seranji will ask who has not memorized the first 5 slokas. And they have to kneel down. Okay. By the way, does anyone think this is going too slow or too much in detail, or is it too loaded?
This is good, Bogaji. We like it. I like it personally.
This is good, Bogaji.
This is good, Bhogaji.
For me, we feeling we are going slow because we have to cover also 24,000 slokas. Keep that in mind.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guarantee, see, first 18 slokas of this chapter are about qualities. In fact, I am preempting, but Valmiki asked for 16 qualities. Narada, out of delight, he answers 68 qualities, and we'll count them, we'll list them. That will be your homework. By the way, take this also as homework. Write the 16 qualities. As I'm starting enumerating here, Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmajnaha, Kritajnaha. 4 of them I've already listed here. From those slokas, sit with somebody who you think, if you know yourself, write it. If you are a Kishore or whatever, you need help, sit with your parents or others and list the actual term. Not, for example, if there is if in the sloka it says Vidwan Kaha. Vidwan Kaha is not the quality. Vidwan is the quality. Kas Samarthascha. Kaha Samarthaha is not the quality. Samarthascha is not the quality. Samarthaha is the quality. Right? So list such 16 qualities as the homework in addition to memorizing those 5. Srirangi, please write this homework in the WhatsApp group also, so that all of them know. One is they have to memorize 5 shlokas, and then second one is list these 16 qualities on a piece of paper, and next Saturday, when they come, each one of us shows in front of the camera. This is my list of 16 that I've written. That will be your, what do you call, your DP, display picture, your DP for the next class. Homework showing the paper with the 16 qualities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 listed. And not English names, these Sanskrit names from those shlokas. Right? Very good. I have this problem of telling more and more and more, but
one question.
Let's all say. Haji?
Sorry to interrupt, Bhogaji. Is there any material? I'm sorry we are not in the group yet. I'm sure we will be added. Any reference material, the one which you are referring, right? The Bhashyams. Is there any soft copies which we can refer to?
Yes.
All the Valmiki Ramayana
Yes.
itself is soft copy.
I think we pasted it in the WhatsApp group, right, Srirangi? Valmiki Ramayana website.
Yeah, I think so.
Did anyone see that URL? Valmiki.iitk.ac.in.
Yes, I have seen. Yes.
Okay. So I think today, Srirangi, if there are any more new registrants, whoever was asking that, I don't remember. It is from Deepti ji, I see.
Yeah.
This
This is Raghunandan from Bhagyanagar Vibhag as well.
Huh?
My name is Raghunandan. I am Balyakala Swayamsevak from Bhagyanagar Barkatpura Vibhag. Currently in Jacksonville.
Oh, currently in Jacksonville, I see. Oh, very good, very good. Raghunandan ji, Swagatam. Okay, good. So, if you have not registered, kindly register so that Srirangi has your email address and phone number. He can add to the WhatsApp group and the Google group.
Yeah.
We'll again share that link again today. Yeah. So we'll share 3 things today. Homework of 2 points and this link up to that website.
Okay.
From there you can pick the 5 shlokas.
Bhogaji, I had a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So what we'll do is, because I still see so many of you are interested, that's why you are still there. We'll conclude it formally with the Shanti Mantra. That means the session is over. After that, whoever is still interested, we can stay back. Who can say the Shanti Mantra? Amarji, aap boliye Shanti Mantra today.
Om Sri sorry. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kachchit Dukkha Bhagavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
Question. So now